Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my year in review, all the diamond paintings that I did complete this year. I am so excited to do this video. This is the first kind of this video that I have ever done because my first time diamond painting was just this last year. I was debating whether or not to wait until I had actually diamond painted for a whole year, which would have been in March, but I got inspired by seeing so many of the other awesome year in review videos that I just kind of wanted to jump in as well. I don't have a very big number of completed paintings. I have 8 here with me, but I did actually complete 9 of them. I'll post a picture of one right now. I did also complete Rainy Day Mermaid. That is not included in this because I did gift it to my grandmother for Christmas and she absolutely loves it, which I'm so excited about. So I did gift that to her. I don't have it in this little year in review wrap up, but it did turn out beautifully. But I do have 8 here, which I'm so excited to share with you all. Like I said, I just started diamond painting in March, so it hasn't even been a year yet. And I do work full-time and I have other hobbies that I pursue. I'm a pretty busy person, married to my husband. We do lots of things on the weekends. So I have a lot of other things going on in my life that are not diamond painting related. And as you know, diamond painting takes so long to do. It's very tedious. So that is why I only have 8 here to show you. But I'm really proud of these canvases and I'm really proud of how they turned out and I can't wait to show you. So without further ado, I will go ahead and do that. You're probably wondering why I have an empty coffee mug right here. I have some tea steeping on the side in this little mug. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that into my mug here and we will get started. If you want to go ahead and grab a cozy drink as well, feel free and we'll jump right in. Probably dangerous to do this over the kits, but you know, I live life on the edge. Oh, that is good tea. Okay, we'll make sure that that is off to the side safely. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So the very first kit that I have here is called Bubble, and this is by Delaney, and right now she doesn't actually have any kits up with Diamond Art Club, but at the time she did, and it was this one, and I really hope that they get more artwork from her soon because I still look at this kit not only fondly because it was my very first one ever, but this is such a fun kit. I would totally jump on buying more from her. It's beautiful. I think that this was the perfect kit for me as a brand new beginner to start with. It only had 35 colors and it was a round kit, so it was a little bit like easier to place the drills. This is a 51 by 64, so it was like kind of a decent size, not too big, not too small, and I loved it. I also can't help but look at this kit and think about our late cat George, who passed in March. At the same time when I did purchase this kit, one of the reasons I started diamond painting was because of going through that grief and wanting something to kind of do during that season of life that brought me some joy, and this was definitely it. I'm gonna get a little emotional. Oh, I did not plan on crying. Okay, I'm glad I'm not showing my face today. I've been thinking a lot about George as the year has passed and we just miss him a lot, but this definitely brought me a lot of joy and peace in a season of grief, and I'm really, really grateful for this hobby and this community who I learned from and learned how to diamond paint from. I love this canvas. It's beautiful. I think the rendering is so stunning. Like, look at all of the gorgeous coral, and then the way that her tail, you can see like the coral still behind her tail. It's like translucent. There's a lot of ABs going on in her fin, and then obviously the hair. I mean, that is just like the coolest thing ever, that her hair has this like picture of the ocean and like a little cove over here. It's just stunning. I love this kit. I'm so glad that this was my very first one ever, and I had an absolute blast doing it. So yay, that was my first ever diamond art canvas, and what a joy it was to work on. Okay, and here is the next one that I have. I'm trying to debate. I do have my camera as far up as it'll go. This is the biggest kit that I worked on all year, which I think is so funny, just considering that I was still so new to diamond art, and I thought, yeah, I'll do a 60 by 90 kit, it's fine. Looking back now, I know that this is a pretty large kit. It is a square kit. This is actually from Dreamer Designs, and I had so much fun working on this. This was definitely a feat, but you can tell, I think I was so ambitious because I knew I had enjoyed it by that point so much, and I was just riding the high of knowing that I was going to be doing this hobby for a while. But look at how stunning this is. This is called Dalia Dance, and this is by Alyssa Carey. It's just so pretty. This was such a dream to work on. I could definitely tell there was a slight quality difference between this one and Diamond Art Club, but honestly, really not that much. Like, it's still a really soft canvas material. The drills fit in perfectly. The ABs were stunning. The artwork with the rendering was stunning. I think the only thing that I could tell when it came to the quality was like maybe the drills slightly, but honestly, this was so beautiful. I remember getting burnt out in the middle of this one, and so I did end up starting, this is when I started a second kit at the same time. And I think I pulled out a round kit to kind of work on so that I wasn't burning out too hard on the squares. But I also really realized that I loved squares and that this was what I wanted to keep working on, and that squares were so much fun and not as intimidating as I thought. I wish you could see how beautiful, like, it looks good in camera, but it looks so good in real life. Like, truly, it's just such a stunning kit. There are so many ABs throughout all of these flowers. This is one that I actually think I really want to get either framed or dry mounted and actually hung up in my house, because my house is quite eclectic and bright and fun, and I think that this would fit in well with my decor at home. So that is the plan. If you're looking for shops outside of Diamond Art Club, I would definitely recommend Dreamer Designs. I think that this artist has a bunch of different kind of florals like this one. Absolutely had a blast working on this one. The next kit that I did was my second biggest. It was actually just 10 centimeters less. This was an 80 by 60. This is by Munimade. I forgot that I had another kit that was not Diamond Art Club, and it is from Munimade, who I love so much. Munimade is like easily my favorite like small business diamond art place to purchase from. Highly recommend Munimade. And look at how stunning this kit is. Is it not just the coolest photo ever? This is a square kit. It had 63 colors, a really good color range, and I had the best time working on it. It's called Beauty and Chaos by Tally Sketch, and I'm pretty sure this sells out pretty fast every time it is on Munimade's website, but it is a stunning kit. I loved the color palette in this one. It gave me like 70s vibes, just with so much of like the yellows and the orange, so many warm tones, and then they had this really cool like pops of purple. Obviously this is based off of the artwork itself, but the rendering in this is so beautiful. This is another one that I actually am very tempted to get framed or dry mounted and actually put on my wall. I mean, honestly, half of these I consider putting them on my wall because the artwork is just truly so stunning. I love roomscape kind of artwork like this, and I hope that this kind of becomes a trend in 2024. I would love to see more pieces of art that aren't animal or portrait or like dark fantasy, and not even like full landscapes, but just like peeks into really cool rooms, like cozy little slice of life rooms. I just think would be awesome. I absolutely had a blast working on this one. This was another one where I got a little burnt out. So my next two are going to be round kits, because in between these two last ones, they're very big canvases, and so I found them to be a little daunting, and in between I wanted to work on some easier kits to make progress more quickly, and that will be the next two kits. But yeah, I love this one thoroughly. It was so fun. The rendering is stunning, and I can't wait to work on another Munimade in 2024. Okay, and for my next one, I went from a very big canvas to a relatively small one. This is a 42.6 by 52.7 centimeter. This is by the wonderful, one of my favorites, Mrs. Butterdy, and this is just one of the most, I would say, like infamous kits on Diamond Art Club. I feel like almost everybody works on this kit at one point in their life, but this is called Artist Room, and it is so cute. It's so cute. Look at the artwork. It's just so cute. The colors in this one, this had 46 colors, which was a really good range for such a small kind of canvas. There's obviously a lot going on, but the rendering is so stunning. You can see everything so clearly. Oh my gosh, I had such a blast working on this kit, and I remember that this one was actually chosen for me to work on by my followers on TikTok and Instagram. I had a really fun time making like a video where I asked my followers to pick between, I think it was like 3 or 4 different canvases, and this was the one that was picked. I may do that again because that was really fun to just have it be a little bit more randomized, but this was of course the clear winner, which made so much sense to me because it's such a fun canvas and piece of art. And of course I have fuzzies stuck to everything because I have 3 cats. But yeah, I love this one. There's nothing else to say. This is just such a great canvas, and this was my first intro into Mrs. Butterdy, and I'm so happy that it was because this is such like a classic quintessential kit. I loved it. Oh my goodness. Okay, here she is, one of my absolute, she might have to be my favorite. I don't know. I had such a blast working on this kit. This is called Voyager. This is by Carmen Lowe, and the art work is my favorite. It's just my favorite. I just feel something when I look at this photo. The play on the fact that she's got like these clouds for hair, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a little like airplane right here, and then the waves going on, and like her shirt with the background being very like watercolory. They just crushed this. And I also got to experience iridescent drills for the first time. Look at how pretty those are, all up in the stars and the moon. The entire moon is just iridescent drills. That was so much fun. Iridescent drills are where it's at. This rendering was so stunning, especially for being such a small kit. This is a 45 by 58.5 centimeter kit. It's pretty small. It's square drills, which I absolutely loved. 63 colors, again, a really good range for a smaller kit, and it's just beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love this piece of art. This actually is definitely one, I promise. This is one I'm for sure getting dry mounted or framed because I just love her. I love the way she's like looking. It's such a soft photo, and to me it just kind of, I don't know, it kind of gives me this like dreamy, daydreamy, head in the clouds kind of feeling, and I really love it. So this was a blast to work on, and I want so many more Carmen Lowe pieces, please. All right, this one, I think I accidentally have this one out of order because this is actually like the 2nd or 3rd kit that I completed, now that I'm remembering. This is by the wonderful Ivy Dolomore, who we love so much at Diamond Art Club. It's called Herbalist Helper, and it's so cute, the little ferret, and he's got like a little like piece of flowers in his mouth. It's so cute, and she's working on her, I don't know, alchemy or something. She's very studious. I really liked working on like the plants up here at the top, and then the flowers right here. I remember struggling with the window panes, all of this color blocking. It drove me crazy. I remember struggling too because I was having a hard time kind of like lining up my drills, so it definitely was a little imperfect, which also harkens back to it being one of my first canvases. You can kind of tell that I was still struggling and getting the hang of lining up everything a little bit straighter, but yeah, I had a great time working on this one. I do remember with this one in particular though, feeling pretty burnt out on the color scheme. It's a lot more dark colors, and that's why I'm remembering too that it was one of my earlier kits, because as excited as I was for the artwork and how much I loved the artwork, I remember feeling so desperate to get back to brighter colors. I don't regret purchasing this or working on it at all, but I can just tell over time I start to develop really like what I enjoy working on, what keeps me like motivated. And as much as I love the artwork, I was just burned out on some of these more like neutral colors, but it was a really beautiful canvas to work on, and I'm so glad that I did it. And similar to the last kit, this is another by Ivy Dolomore. This is called Warm Witch, and I love this artwork. Very similar feelings though. Again, like I struggled so much with this color palette, but oh my gosh, the end result, it didn't disappoint at all. Look at the cute teapot and the little glass like butterfly here. Look how cool that rendering is. Every time I get a kit, I'm just never disappointed by how the rendering turns out on any of these. And again, you can kind of see in some of these windows and stuff, the window panes, I have a hard time with that color blocking, but I love the little kitty cat. Reminds me of my black cat Banks. I loved the stack of books right here. I particularly remember enjoying working on her little like shawl and also her hat. And then this whole moment right here with like the really cool magic holding up the book. I thought it was so fun, as well as the plant in the corner again. This was such a fun and relaxing kit to work on. I worked on this one in October. I remember starting it for the, I think, Thrills and Drills, or Drills and Chills, the diamond painting like event that happened in October. I started this one. I didn't end up completing it because I had to pick up another kit, which I'll show you that one after this one, but I ended up putting this one aside for a little bit, again getting burnt out on it and switching to something more colorful, and then coming back to this one. I remember finishing it in November. It's actually my most recent completed canvas. I just can't resist Ivy Dolomar's art, y'all. Like, how cute is she? So I definitely won't stop purchasing Ivy Dolomar's kits because I think that they're so cute. But I can't deny myself any longer. I definitely think these square and colorful canvases are kind of where it's at for me. Speaking of square and colorful canvases, the very last one I have to show you is Witch's Bedroom. This is what cured my fall time blues when the sun went away and I was like drowning in darker, moodier canvases, and I just wanted something fun and bright to work on, as well as a square kit. This was it. It was everything. Not a single moment went by where I was bored or disappointed or didn't have a good time. Every single section I worked on, I literally loved so much. I mean, are you kidding me with all this pink? I need to have more canvases that are all pink like this, please. This is another very similar to Artist Room, where this one just gets scooped up so quickly. People love this artwork. I think they love the size of this too. It's not very big. And again, for being a smaller canvas, you have 60 colors and the rendering is this good. I just can't get over it. So this is again by Mrs. Butterdy, just another really beloved artist and kit. And she turned out so stunning. I love the cat. And I had the most fun time working on this kit for sure. All right, y'all. Well, those are all of the canvases that I completed in 2023. 9 of them total, 7 from Diamond Art Club, 1 from Dreamer Design, 1 from Munimade, 4 square kits, 5 round kits, and so many hours spent listening to audiobooks and enjoying my time and basically having my own little form of art therapy. One of the things that I'm truly most grateful for this past year was finding this hobby, finding something that brings me a lot of joy, as well as peace and relaxation. A new community of people who also love this hobby. We get to bond over it. A lot of hours spent in self-care with all of these canvases, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all of your encouragement this past year in pursuing this new hobby. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful and beautiful 2024. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!